The Butuan National Museum serves as a custodian of the region's cultural heritage, preserving and showcasing artifacts that highlight Butuan's importance in a Philippine history. Its exhibits shed light on the indigenous societies that thrived in the area before the arrival of Spanish colonizers, offering valuable insights into their traditions, craftsmanship, and socio-political organization. The museum also plays a vital role in educating visitors about Butuan's historical significance and promoting appreciation for the diverse cultural heritage of the Philippines.
The Butuan National Museum has changed over time to better serve as a repository of Butuan's cultural legacy. This evolution involves the expansion of its holdings through archaeological excavations, donations, and acquisitions, in resulting in a more complete picture of the region's history and culture. In addition, the museum has most certainly undergone renovations and modifications to improve its facilities and tourist experience. Educational programs, outreach facilities, and collaboration projects with locals and communities and institutions may also have been created to raise awareness and respect for Butuan's past.
The Butuan National Museum contributes significantly to our understanding of local, national, and even global history in several ways. In local history, it sheds light on the pre-colonial societies that inhabit the Butuan region, including their cultural practices, technologies, and economic activities. The museum helps rebuild the past of Butuan and its surroundings by displaying the artifacts recovered from local archaeological sites, resulting in a greater awareness for the region's indigenous heritage. As of national history, the materials and displays of the museum emphasizes the Butuan's significance in the larger history of the Philippines. It illustrates the nation's long-standing involvement in regional and global trade by throwing light on the antiquated marine trading networks that link Butuan to other regions of Southeast Asia and beyond. Furthermore, the museum exhibits might delve into Butuan's exchanges with different Philippine cultures and historical occurrences, enhancing our comprehension of the country's multifaceted legacy. Furthermore, the museum's displays can emphasize Butuan's role in more comprehensive historical themes, such as the expansion of Buddhism or the growth of Southeast Asia's maritime trade. As of global history, through its artifacts and interpretations, the Butuan National Museum offers insights into broader patterns of human civilization and interaction. By showcasing items such as gold ornaments, ceramics, and other trade goods, the museum illustrates Butuan connections to global trade routes and cultural exchanges. It contributes to a broader understanding of ancient globalization and the interconnectedness of societies across different regions and continents.
Their utmost dedication lies in safeguarding the abundant culture and legacy, making it available to upcoming generations. They take a holistic approach to conservation, striking a balance between the necessity to preserve the historical sites and artifacts, and the goal of giving tourists an engaging experience. They actively engage with the local community to foster a sense of ownership and stewardship, while also carefully maintaining and restoring the museum and its surroundings through sustainable management practices. Their educational programs and interpretive materials aim to inspire appreciation for Butuan's history and promote responsible tourism practices. They make sure that the Butuan National Museum continues to be a lively and important resource for future generations by collaborating with partners and fighting for heritage, preserving the legacy of our ancestors for the enjoyment and enlightenment of all.
Tourism provides an opportunity for people from diverse backgrounds to learn about Butuan's cultural heritage and history. Visitors may gain a deeper appreciation for the site's significance, leading to greater support for its preservation both locally and globally. They can also become more aware of the site's importance and become more supportive of its preservation on a local and international level.
Local residents, community leaders, and cultural organizations often advocate for the preservation of the museum and its artifacts. They raise awareness about the museum importance through educational programs, public events, and social media campaigns, rallying support for continued operation and maintenance. Local initiatives aimed at preserving Butuan's cultural heritage often collaborate with the museum to safeguard historical sites, promote cultural awareness, and engage community members in heritage conservation activities. These initiatives may involve archaeological surveys, safe protection measures, or community-based heritage tourism programs. The museum actively engages with the local community through educational outreach programs, workshops, and exhibits tailored to different age groups and interests. By fostering a sense of ownership and pride in Butuan's cultural heritage, these initiatives encourage community members to take an active role in preserving and promoting their local history.
The Butuan National Museum was established on October 2, 1974 by Presidential Decree. The National Museum was established on October 2, 1974 by Presidential Decree number 105 signed by then President Ferdinand Marcos. It was created to preserve and showcase the rich cultural heritage and archaeological treasures of the Butuan region in the Philippines.
Hi, my name is Nicole A. Capitan, and now here we are at the Banza Church ruins. So, what is the historical significance of the Banza Church ruins? So, the Banza Church ruins are significant historically as they represent one of the earliest examples of European architecture and sub-Saharan Africa. These ruins signify the early encounters between the Europeans and Africans and the speed of Christianity in the region. They also reflect the complete history of colonization and cultural exchange of Africa. So where was the site established and by whom? So the Banza Church ruins were established in the 16th century by Portuguese missionaries.
Hi, I'm Sakara Charlotte Alcashar. How has the site changed or evolved over time? As you can see, the church remains untouched. And the surrounding has turned into a local park, mostly visited by students and other locals. Looking at the tree, you can possibly tell that the tree is as old as the church. How does the site contribute to the understanding of local, national, and global history? This site marks as one of the churches built in the country during the colonial period. To know more about the spread of the Christianity religion, we cannot dismiss the Banza Church ruins. Now, the Philippines is the only country in Asia that is categorized as a Catholic country, and that would not be possible if it wasn't for the efforts and the existence of the Banza Church ruins.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Jamil Tagol Ashmuri. And now the question asked as, how has the local community maintained and preserved the historical site? As we can see right now, these are the Banza Church ruins. They have remained almost untouched, but we can see some damages from earthquakes, but however, the landmark remains intact. As you can see, we have lots of local people who are visiting the field. They look at it as a park, as a local park. They come here and spend some time. And it's actually very chill when you come in here. It's very serenading, it's very relaxing. So as far as we can tell, it keeps preserved. No one is doing any harm to it. And it stays clean and intact all the time. So what impact does tourism have on the preservation of the site? Now, if we look, these are the church ruins, obviously. But if we look here in the back, we can see there's lots of construction work that is being worked right now. So they're trying to build the place and make the place more relaxing and more, how can I say, like, good for visiting, because there's a lot of construction work happening in here. It's full of mud. It's very muddy in here. So I'm pretty sure that they are really working on it. You can see there's lots of construction work in there. So I'm pretty sure after a couple of years, the place will be much more better. And I'm pretty sure that the landmark itself will be more safe and secure. Which obviously now it takes us to the last question, which is how can we ensure the safety and accessibility of the landmark for future generations? Now, as we can tell, or as we just said, there's lots of construction work happening in here. I suggest that we should cover the landmark because again, there's lots of earthquake damages very visible in here. So I'm pretty sure it will be better if we will cover the landmark so it can be more accessible in the future, because people who love history, I'm pretty sure will be able to visit and will want to see the place and know the background of the place. So by covering it and trying our best to save the landmark from any future earthquake damage, we will make sure that this place will be more accessible for future generations for them to be able to visit this location.
Spot in the Philippines where the Ferdinand first anchored upon reaching the archipelago in the 1521. This event marked the beginning of the Spanish colonization of the Philippines and initiated the first circumnavigation of the globe. The anchorage site holds historical significance as it represents the first encounter between the Spanish explorer and the indigenous peoples of the Philippines, paving the way of the centuries of colonial rule and cultural exchange. It was established in 1551 by Ferdinand Magellan, the Portuguese explorer during the expedition to the circumnavigate the globe on the map of Spain. Magellan late arrived in the Philippines in March 1521 and anchored in what is now believed to be a bay on Homonhon Island, Eastern Samar, making the first recorded European arrival and the archipelago. The surrounding environment and coastal may have undergone change over the centuries. In fact, the appearance and visibility of the anchored sites, despite this challenge, efforts to study and research the historical significance of the Magellan's anchorage continue contributing to our understanding of early European exploration in the Philippines. The Magellan anchorage in the Masao holds significant historical importance, as it is believed to have where the Ferdinand Magellan landed in 1551, making the first documented circumnavigations of the Earth. These sites contribute to our understanding of global history by showing the early interactions between the European explorers and indigenous people in the Philippines, and the impact of these encounters on global trade and exploration during the age of discovery. It also sheds light on the complexities of the colonialism and the exchange of cultures that occurred during this period. The local community in Masao has taken several measures to preserve and maintain the historical site of Magellan anchorage. These efforts typically include irregular, such as the cleaning, repairing, and restoring the structures, and artifact as well as the implementing conservation programs to protect the natural environment surrounding the anchorage. Additionally, education initiatives and cultural events are often organized to raise awareness about the significance of the site and its history, fostering a sense of pride and stewardship among the community members. Tourism has massively increased the site's popularity, increasing the amount of visitors. It has resulted in the site being a memorable area for many people. In turn, it has embedded its place as a site for many return of the entertainment and as a way to preserve history. Teach people about the site's historical work. Collaborate with the local community organizations for efforts to conserve history.
We're here at Guingona Park. The Guingona Park in Butuan City holds significant historical value as it features a shrine that honors the first official raising of the Philippine flag in Mindanao. This event took place on January 17, 1899, marking an important moment in the country's history. The park serves as a reminder of the struggle for independence and the role Mindanao played in the nation's journey towards freedom. But not only does it serve as a space for historical reflection, it also serves as a space for multi-events approved by the city government like this or holiday celebrations for the Butuanans. Over time, the Guingona Park has undergone changes to enhance its historical significance. The enormous flag that is hoisted 24 hours a day serves as a constant reminder of the past. Additionally, the Rizal Monument, created by the renowned Filipino sculptor Garcia Velarde in 1935, adds to the cultural heritage of the park. These additions have helped transform the park into a symbol of local pride and historical remembrance. So this site contributes to our understanding of local, national, and global history by showcasing the struggles and triumphs of the Filipinos in the fight for independence. The flag-raising event here in Mindanao highlights the unity and determination of us, the Filipino people, during a crucial time in history. By preserving and honoring this site, we gain insight into the efforts made by individuals and communities to shape the nation's identity.
The local community has played a vital role in preserving and maintaining this historical site. They recognize the significance of the park and actively participate in its upkeep. Local organizations, government agencies, and volunteers work together to ensure the cleanliness, safety, and proper maintenance of the park and its monuments. Through their efforts, the Guingona Park remains a well-preserved historical landmark. Tourism has both positive and negative impacts on the preservation of this site. On one hand, tourism brings attention and awareness to the historical significance of the park. It encourages visitors to appreciate and learn from the site's rich history. On the other hand, increased tourism can also put a strain on the park's resources and infrastructure. It is crucial to find a balance between attracting tourists and preserving the park's authenticity. To ensure the continued preservation and accessibility of this site for future generations, various measures can be taken. First, continued funding and support from the local government and heritage organizations are essential to maintain and protect the park. Second, educational programs and guided tours can be implemented to raise awareness among visitors about the historical importance of the site. Finally, strict regulations and guidelines should be in place to manage tourism in a sustainable manner, minimizing any negative impacts on the park's preservation. By collectively valuing and safeguarding this site, we can ensure its longevity and accessibility for generations to come.